Hello, everybody, and welcome into today's episode of the Top Cut Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. My name, of course, is Sunny. I am here with my co-host.
Hello, I'm back.
We're back. We're back in the studio. Woo! We are past quarantine periods, and we are feeling better, and we have everything going, and we are here. We are together. Everything's better when we're together. Isn't that right?
For the most part.
For the most part, that's right. Well, you know what? That's fine. We take that. Before we get into today's episode, we have a little bit of some housekeeping to do. Of course, we want to take a moment to thank our wonderful patrons. So a huge thank you to Austin Johnson, Kane Martin, Master of Isa, Mocha, Mr. Herbies, Cuz Daddy, Witchcrafter Main 2022, AD, Aaron Gardner, Anthony Lilo, Damian Zink, Dank Nugs, Dino DNA, Mountain Man, Myth Oceanus, Owen Alvarado, Pigs, Sneaky Links, Jeremy Drysdale, Ray Powell, and Sunny Sweet. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the podcast. Be sure to, if you want your name shouted out at the beginning of every episode, and go ahead, you can sign up for the $1 tier on our Patreon to get your name shouted out in every episode. And if you want the extra episode that we do each week for our series, you can find that in the $5 and up tiers on our Patreon, which is in the link tree down below. Also, if you want to support our podcast without having to subscribe to anything like that, you can always feel free to use our TCG player link in the description down below. All you have to do is click the link and go shop on TCG Player. The link will take you to the TCG Player homepage. And then once you're on the TCG Player homepage, then whatever you add to your cart and buy from there on will automatically count towards our stuff. So you don't have to do anything special. Just click on the little link and do all your normal shopping. That's all it takes. So if you are going to shop on TCG Player and you want to support the podcast, it costs nothing extra. Just click a simple link before you shop and you support us. I'm not going to lie to you. We don't get a ton, but every little bit helps. So, moving past that, we of course want to thank everyone that has followed us on Twitter and joined the Discord. And if you haven't done that, we ask that you please go ahead and do that at your earliest convenience, because it actually does help us quite a lot. We are trying to get our Discord built up to have enough people in it to make it a actual, like what they call a Discord community, because, well, you know, you have to get to a certain size before they'll let you apply to be like a community rather than just a server, you know. So
we'll get there.
Yeah. One thing at a time. So, you want to go ahead and cover some quick play news?
Sure. Let's see. First, just really quick, we already know what the next jump promo is. All we have is his name and some other miscellaneous information. We don't know its attack, defense, or effect. It is Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. Level 6 Dark. It's assumed to be a dragon. I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah, it's confirmed. It's dragon.
Okay, cool.
So,
I mean, I would have been shocked if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Shocked, I tells ya.
Yeah, and this would go with the Red Eye Soul card that came out a couple of weeks ago. So
yeah.
They're working. They've put a lot of time and effort into the Dark Magician and Blue Eye stuff. So I guess now they're finally giving Red Eyes a little bit of time in the sun.
Just a little bit.
Come on. Gate Guardian support. When?
That's what I... Oh, Gate Guardian and Pumpkin. That's what I want to know.
Pumpkin already has support.
Yeah, Pum Princess.
No, the entire zombie typing.
No. I want stuff specifically for Pumpkin.
Listen, we're getting a Halloween set, I'm sure, next year. A set around Halloween. And that would be a great time to do Pumpkin.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do Pumpkin, you may as well do Gate Guardian because it was the same, like, arc.
Wasn't it the duel with Bones? And then, like, the very next duel was...
Para and Dox, yes.
Yeah, so...
Because they were in the tunnels.
Yeah.
And Para and Dox were, like, the boss of the tunnel arc.
Yeah. I know, then Bones was there because Bandit Keith told him to go. Told him to.
Right.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
So, the vast majority of our content today will be Master Duel. We're going to talk a lot about Master Duel, mainly because Caleb didn't really get a chance to voice his opinions and voice his thoughts on the last episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover the results of the 2 YCSs. That'll be the top 16 of the top 16 of the North American YCS. That was this past weekend, and the top 32 of the European YCS. So, Caleb, did you catch any of the YCS stuff and the YCS results over the weekend?
Nope.
Fair enough.
Didn't feel the need to sprinkle any sugar on that. Just nope.
I mean, yeah, I can't really blame you. So I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of things at once. So the remote dual YCS, the top 16, you had, let's see if I can get the full top 16. Okay. So the North American top 16, you had Kaiju Plunder Patrol versus Destiny Sky Striker, with Kaiju Plunder Patrol winning. You had Tenyi Sword Soul versus Tenyi Sword Soul, with Tenyi Sword Soul winning. Who'd have thought? Destiny Sky Striker beating Tenyi Sword Soul. Tenyi Sword Soul beating Numeron. Tenyi Sword Soul beating Tenyi Sword Soul. Invoke Shadal Dogmatica Destiny defeating Tenyi Sword Soul. And Tenyi Sword Soul defeating Tenyi Sword Soul. And Invoke Shadal Dogmatica defeating Destiny Cyberse Eldritch.
Destiny Cyber Eldritch.
Cyberse
Eldritch.
Yeah.
So what? It was like the At Ignister pack. What? This is At Ignisters with some.
No, just generic Cyberse extender cards.
Oh.
Just a bunch of generic Cyberse extender cards, and it was basically we talked about this in the last episode. Me and Skyhawk did. I didn't know what this was either. It was literally just using it to link climb to make Dagda and
to set the scythe
and Predaplant,
and then make Verte pop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was literally Scythe. It was Scythe DPE Turbo with an Eldritch engine, because it was like, well, I've got all this extra space.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up at 39 cards and went, I'll just stick with a 39 card deck. Attaches
Upstart. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that this was just Burr Turbo with an Eldritch engine.
God, it sounds a lot like the early Master Duel decks that I had. Mm-hmm. It was it was Burr rank 4 go. It was literally rank 4 go Burr.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's funny because the Destiny Cyberse Eldritch deck is actually like not bad.
Well, good for that person.
Yeah. So the top 8, you had Tenyi Sword Soul beat Plunder Patrol. Sky Striker beat Tenyi Sword Soul. Destiny Invoke Shadal Dogmatica beats Tenyi Sword Soul, and then Tenyi Sword Soul beats Destiny Invoke Shadal Dogmatica.
Oh.
And then top 4 is Tenyi Sword Soul beats, or wait, is it Tenyi Sword Soul beats Destiny Hero Sky Striker, and then Destiny Shadal Invoke Dogmatica beats Tenyi Sword Soul. So your finals are Tenyi Sword Soul and Shadal Invoke Dogmatica, and Shadal Invoke Dogmatica wins the event.
Cool.
Yes, so that was the North American.
There was a lot of Tenyi Sword Soul mirrors there.
Yes,
also,
there was.
Also, you know what I just realized that there was a distinct lack of?
What?
Tri-Brigade.
Yeah. Now that you say that,
there's no Tri-Brigade.
You are correct. There were no Tri-Brigades in that.
Like, at all.
Interesting.
So, I don't know if that's a case of just the deck's been power crept out, or maybe it's just people didn't want to play it anymore, which is fair if that's the case, because how long has that deck been around?
A minute.
Yeah. Granted, it's been in multiple different forms, but they all come down to Activate Fractal, Mill Kit, Mill Nerval, Search Karis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you stopped it. I'll just start using my other engine then.
Right. I'm trying to find the deck lists, but I'm having a little bit of trouble finding them. That's okay. That's all right. We don't need the deck list. If you want the deck list, I think you can find all of that on Twitter through various sources. But
Wait long enough, they'll be on YouTube somewhere.
yeah, I think they're already all over YouTube actually.
They might be.
So, but what we do have is the round 9 breakdown and the top 32 breakdown. So this is like basically the day 2 breakdown of decks for this is all for the EU YCS. So what we have here is the day 2 breakdown is 40 Sword Soul, 37 Leerless Tri-Brigade, which is even that it's interesting that's almost an even split there.
Yeah.
13 Invoked, 11 Drytron, 10 Prank Kids. That's a lot of Prank Kids. 9 Sky Striker, 8 PK, 5 Fluanderees, 4 B Trooper, 4 Eldritch, 24 others. Anything stand out about that to you?
Mostly the, how Sword Soul and Tri-Brigade were almost even.
Yeah, yeah.
That's real interesting.
Yeah, for sure. So here's the top 32 breakdown. This is wild. Okay, the top 32 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different decks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I was expecting it to be like 50% like Sword Soul and or Tri-Brigade, and then...
No, it's extremely diverse. 11 decks. 9 Sword Soul Tenyi, 8 Leerless Tri-Brigade, 3 Drytron, a deck that was not even on the last page.
Yeah, that deck that was relegated to other.
Yeah. 2 Sky Striker, 2 Fluanderees, top 32.
Ooh.
You have 2 B Trooper. So that conversion rate on that deck is awesome. 2 Tri-Brigade DPE, so that's pure Tri-Brigade with the DPE package.
Okay.
1 Phantom Knight, 1 Dragon Link, 1 Invoke Dogmatica, 1 Prank Kids.
Hey. One of them made it.
Yeah. First place is Sword Soul Tenyi.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Again, though, it was like what 40 to 37, and then once it got top cut, it was 9 to 8.
Yep.
That's interesting how they keep trying to stay almost even.
You know what's the most interesting thing about this list, though?
What was that?
He's running a Light Dragon at Ignister.
In the extra deck?
Yeah, it's a rank 4 at Ignister. And 1 Zeus.
Oh.
It's just, of all the rank 4s, why Light Dragon at Ignister?
I mean, I guess because he just kind of looked at all of his rank 4s and went, okay, that one in particular has the best effect of the ones that I have access to with this deck.
I guess it is a pop 1.
To be fair, pop 1 and then make a Zeus and make a big, make a one activate Zeus. That's not bad.
So he's got 2300 attack. If a monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card instead. You can only use each of the following effects of Light Dragon at Ignister once per turn. You can detach 1 material from this card, destroy face-up monsters your opponent controls up to the number of at Ignister monsters you control.
So 1.
When another Cyberus monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon 1 Link monster from your graveyard.
That part's never going to happen, probably.
I mean, you can use it to summon a monk.
Well, no, because it has to be another... It has to be a different one.
Oh, yeah, that'll never happen.
Yeah. But I think the whole point is to make it detach 1, pop, attack, main phase 2, Zeus.
Yeah, it's an interesting list, though.
Yeah.
Next you have...
Zeus is a really good card.
If I had to guess, he's running token collectors in the side deck. If I had to guess, he's probably using it with his own token collector.
Oh, so like...
He'll token collector his opponent and then summon this and go into a rank 4.
Like normal summon a Fractal or something?
Yeah, well, no, this is...
Oh, it's Sword Soul.
This is Sword
right.
Soul.
Yeah, then
like normal summon a Tai A, and then he can like overlay them into a
Yeah.
Light Dragon. Pop a card.
It gives him something. So like token collector, the normal summon, activate effect of Tai A.
Well, you can't because you can't summon the token.
I thought you could just actively have to like pitch something. What if you don't have a worm? You can't activate that, or
You have to. Well, I mean, you have to banish one from the graveyard, but Token Collector says you can't summon tokens.
oh dang, never mind. Well, no, because like my thought was that'd be a good way to like activate effect. Oh, they negated it. Cool, whatever. Plan B. Okay, but yeah, no, Token Collector says you can't target tokens.
I mean, you can't. I don't
Can't
think you
make
can-
tokens.
Yeah, I don't think you can even summon them.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like
neither player can special summon tokens. Yeah,
okay, yeah, never mind.
yeah. So
Okay, never mind. It gives him a way to easily out his own his own token collector in that case.
right, that's exactly what it is. So because I've seen a lot of decks say that like, oh well, you know, if you're running Token Collector, then you have to run a rank 4
So that way you can
out your own Token Collector.
yeah.
Second place is it is Tri-Brigade Lyrilisk, but it's not the Tri-Brigade Lyrilisk we're used to seeing.
No Small World?
No Small World for sure. The only Lyrilisk monsters it's running is 1 Cobalt Sparrow, 3 Turquoise Warbler. That's it.
I mean, I guess
And 1
that's-
Assembled Nightingale for Zeus.
I mean, I guess that's all you really need.
It's not even running Recital.
Well, again, like it's technically all you really need if you don't want to make the big, F-Zero board.
And it's also running Bird Call. I guess it's running literally just the Tri-Brigades with a extremely small Lyrilisk package.
Exclusively just to make Zeus.
Well, the Lyrilisk packages either make Zeus, or you can literally just Bird Call and use it as extra material in your graveyard.
Fair enough. You could also use it as a Ash bait.
Yeah.
Activate Bird Call at the very start of your turn.
Yeah.
Ash, you just shrug and do your normal Tri-Brigade stuff.
There's so many one-ofs in this deck. I mean, okay, he's running 3 Ash, 1 DD Crow. 1 DD Crow makes sense. It's searchable.
Through Recital Starling.
Oh, he's not running Recital.
Wait, he is running
Turquoise.
the
Bird
other-
Call.
The other one. The other monster.
Cobalt.
Cobalt Sparrow, who does get you a search.
Okay, so you can search it through Cobalt.
Yeah.
Okay, or you can search it through like Sheer Egg or something. So okay, so 3 Ash, 1 DD Crow, which makes sense because it's searchable. 2 Nib. 1 Called By, it's limited.
Yeah.
1 Tenki, limited. 1 Foolish, limited. That makes sense. 1 IO, limited, makes sense. And here's where it starts to get weird. And 3 Imperm, again, makes sense. Here's where it gets weird. He's running 1 Cosmic, 1 Forbidden Chalice, 2 Forbidden Droplet, 1 Tri-Brigade Revolt. And in the side deck, he's got 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Twin Twister. He's like, I can't choose which back row removal I want, so I'm going to run them all.
Fair. Well, I mean, it also gives him a little bit more flexibility. Does he have the third nib in the extra?
Yes, in the side.
The side, I mean. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Good. He does have the third nib at least.
Well, it is remote duel, so it's basically like it's in his extra deck. You can get it anytime.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, hey, it's your 5th summon. I'm just going to link summon nib here.
Yeah. I'm just hold on. Nib's in my extra deck. I can get it anytime. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is remote duels. I can do that, right? Third place was Drytron. This is interesting because he's running a Dragoon package. So a lot of the Drytrons you don't see really running the Dragoon package anymore, but he opted to still run it, and he's main decking IO.
I remember.
He's running 14 spells and he's main decking IO.
Yeah. I remember fifth rate duels talking about that
Yeah.
on over on Twitter.
That's
That's
also main decking, or he's decking. He has a Elder Entity Norden, or Intis, not
Yeah,
Norden.
Intis.
Norden's band.
That- yeah,
Intis.
yeah,
Intis.
the Intis makes sense, but yeah, I mean, like as far as the IO for Drytron,
Also running Denko Sekkas and Lava Golems.
hey, Lava Golem is actually pretty good.
And he's running a Royal Decree. Yes.
Okay, there's
yes.
the decree.
This is what I'm talking about. I love Royal Decree right
yeah.
now. It's such a funny card.
Oh yeah, no, especially your opponent sets 5 passes and you just kind of go.
Well, it really only works if you're going first.
Oh yeah. Well, like even still, It's still hilarious. Your opponent's got a bunch of background. You just flip it.
Oh yes, awesome.
But no, okay. So like the Imperial Order in Drytron, I actually first heard about when Fifth Reddit started talking about it on Twitter. I was like, oh, that's actually not that bad of an idea, because after your turn 1, you don't need your spells.
Yeah.
You can pretty much win off the back of your monster effects at that point. So flipping that IO protects you from the degeneracy of Lightning Storm, Heavy Storm, Lightning Storm, Heavy Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster.
Yeah.
Regeki, Dark Hole.
Yeah, sure, it saves you from the board wipes and stuff, but it shuts off so much of your deck, which is what worries me.
Oh, no,
but I guess if you're going first and you go full combo and then set an IO, like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
You've gotten full combo. You don't need your spells anymore. Whatever. It's going after that where it's like going second is where it's less powerful, just due to the fact that your opponent's already activated a bunch of spells. But again, it does give you that extra board protection.
Yeah, he is also running Natasha, and he's running the Meteonis Draconids.
I mean, why not? He's a 4K beat stick.
Not only that, he can be maybe like a Book of Moon. He's got a quick effect. He can do stuff.
Yeah, he can do other stuff. Yeah. He can do other stuff in addition to being a 4K beat stick.
Yeah. Fourth place with Sky Strikers. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know anything about Sky Strikers. I don't know if this is like a good list or whatever. I see he is running an Eagle Booster, which I think is kind of a tech. Obviously there's like the multi-roll, the Engage. Three there can be only ones, which is, I guess, interesting. Only 2 Hayates, 3 Shizuku, 3 Kagari. He is running the Hauki Firebrax Celine access code package.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, the 1 Zeke. Surprised to see that there's no Fire Charmer here. Fire Charmer seems to be pretty normal these days, but I mean, it's fine, honestly. Some top 8 lists. Here is a Drytron list, also running IO in the main deck and a Dragoon package, seeming like that's kind of becoming a pretty normal thing. 21 spells. This is a preparation of rites and pre-preparation of rites that he's playing.
Ooh.
And he's running Herald of Perfection instead of Herald of Ultimateness. No Cyber Angel Natasha.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Ho, 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 ho.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 10 names for the Drytron names, which is a little bit less. Normally they like to run around 11, but that's fine. Invoke Shadal Dogmatica. He's running a Gamma package, which I guess is interesting. Other than that, not a whole lot to talk about here. It's a pretty standard build.
As soon as you said Gamma package, my brain immediately went, yeah, it's another light target for Construct. Wrong deck.
Yeah. There's no Construct here. There's a Construct here. There's one Construct here.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess that's what the Gamma package is for then, because then it gives you another use if you open it with a driver.
Yeah, I mean, in case you can't go into Makaba, you can just, because Makaba is a light.
Yeah.
So it gives you a Makaba, or you can go Construct. Construct is just a giant jerk.
Oh yeah, 2,800 attack points, and if it
destroys stuff.
If it battles a special summon monster, it just immediately nukes it.
Yeah.
You can do that while in defense mode. It's hilarious. I remember back when I first got in the game, spending several turns just with a I don't like that face you're making.
Oh, wow. I'm looking at the next deck list, Raphael Nevin's deck list, and this is... Oh, I see something in here that's so big brain. Wow.
Okay, I want to get to that. Long story short, Construct can activate attack if it gets attacked while in defense mode. It's hilarious. What is going on over there?
Okay, so this is so funny. Okay, so Raphael Nevin, he's running Sword Soul Tenyi, 3 Vasuda, 3 Ashuna, 3 Adhara. He's running 3 Vessels. He is not running the Heavenly Dragon Circle package. Okay, fine, whatever. He's running 3 Crossout Designator, by the way, which is interesting. Running 1 Nib in the main, 1 Effect Veiler. He knows what his issues are.
Yeah.
3 Ash. Dude. So the other guy was running Light Dragon at Ignister, right?
Uh-huh.
He's running Gallant Granite in that spot.
Gallant? But...
Do you know what Gallant Granite does?
Isn't he too... Yeah, isn't he like...
It's generic rank 4.
thought you had to use 2 rocks to make them.
Nope, it's a generic rank 4, and it searches a rock. He's searching Nib.
Oh, that's spicy.
And then once you detach one to search for Nib, you still have a 2 Miserial Zeus.
Yeah. Okay, I think
That's funny.
that's hilarious. Because then even if they out the Zeus, they still have to contend with the Nib.
That's so funny. Oh, that's funny. And he is also running token collectors in the side deck, so that gives him a way to get rid of his own token collector. Wow.
That's hilarious.
Running a really small synchro package.
What is it, Baron?
He's only running like 9 synchros.
I just immediately went Baron, Qi Zhao, Chen Ying, and
2 Qi Zhao, 1 Cheng Ying, 1 Baron. So you got 4 of the 9. Let's see if we can get the rest.
The only other synchro that pop into my head, and you're gonna laugh. Stardust Dragon.
This man's thinking Signer Dragons.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Trishula, Brionic, Cataster.
No, okay, not quite. We're not in. Okay, this is not 2011. Come on, bro. He's running 1 Yazi, Evil of the Yang Zing.
Okay.
2 Boxia, Lightness of the Yang Zing. 1 Chao Feng, something of the Yang Zing. I don't remember. It's the Yang Zing 9.
Yeah.
And he's running. The other one is a Berserker of the Tenyi.
Okay.
But he's got 3 monks and the Tenyi Link 2 instead of only 2 monks. A lot of people only run 2, but he's running 3. In fact, every list so far has been running 3 monks, so that's interesting.
Maybe 3 ended up being the correct number.
Yeah. So the next list is also Sword Soul Tenyi. We've got, let's see, a pretty standard lineup. He's running the Heavenly Dragon Circle package instead of the other one. He's running the Link 1 normal light Cyber Link guy. I don't know. Like land something? Land
Pampelica? No, it's not.
No, it's like land formage or something like that.
Let's see. Rank 1 light cybers. Link 1, not rank 1. Link 1.
Well, time to get to the Yu-Gi-Oh database and see what this is.
Yeah. While he's looking that up, why don't we take a moment to talk about our sponsor? Yes, good old ETB Games over in Alexandria, Louisiana. The best place, within an hour of us anyway. Probably within several hours.
Within an hour of anybody.
Just about in Louisiana. To get anything nerd related you need. They got Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. They actually have tournaments. Most weekends, it depends on how many people show up. And then at least once a month, they do an ETB Battle City Day tournament, where it's just this big tournament with great prizing. It's great. It's great. I don't know how many times I've said that. They also do Digimon, Magic. I'm 99% sure they do Friday Night Magic, for those of you who like Friday Night Magic. Let's see. They do Digimon. I think I already said that. Dragon Ball Z. They have tabletop stuff. They got books for Pathfinder, D&D. They got miniatures. I actually bought a set of miniatures there a couple of months ago because I was tired of using back when we were able to do in person. I was kind of tired of using like gummies, like little gummy candy for like summoned things. So I was like, I'm just gonna get this big box of summonable things. Problem solved. So yeah, go check them out. Go check out their website in the description below.
So it is a Link 2. It is a normal Link 2. So it's got no effect, which is the big perk of it. Its materials is just 2 monsters. And it is... What a name. Let
me see.
Landforhynchus?
Yeah, Landforhynchus seems about right. I accidentally smacked my mic when I stood up. Whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry about your ears.
One. And he's only running 1 Boxy, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So
I guess it gives him an extra, like a fourth vanilla Link monster.
I guess.
Because then let's say he tries to do it, his opponent outs it, cool, whatever. Makes another one, outs it again. Makes another one, outs it again. And then you're just like, out this.
Yeah. So that's actually all the time we have for these results. That's all of the top 8, though. If you are interested in seeing deck lists for the full top 32, you can find those at Dead Nexus 2 on Twitter.
Okay.
They have the full breakdown for everything. Top 32, every deck list, literally every deck list for top 32.
That's wonderful.
Broken down beautifully. I mean, honestly, the best. Just the best. So
cool.
So that's it for our Remote Duel YCS coverage. Congratulations to the winners of those. Let's talk a little bit about Master Duel, bud.
Oh yeah. So I've been playing a lot of Master Duel. A whole lot.
Like all of us have.
Yeah. To keep what I've been doing to keep myself from being burned out on the game is I've been switching between it and Monster Hunter Rise because my fiance got it for me for my birthday, which was 2 days ago, I believe. What's today? Yeah, which is like 2 days as of report. 2 days.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. So I've been switching between playing Monster Hunter Rise and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Duel. So first thing I did is I kind of tried to gun it to make him a Dolce. Made it, and then realized that Max C kind of ends the deck's career. Just completely ends it. If I see a Max C, I lose the game. Cause
no, if your opponent sees Max C, you lose the game.
No. As Madolche, if I see a Max C, it's because my opponent just used it.
That's tragic.
Yeah, so I lose the game. And then before I even got my Dolce belt, I just I was going through solo mode using basically rank 4 go Burr. Unexpected dives to pull out the Ningirsu with a bunch of level 4 monsters that can splash summon themselves, and I was actually running a playset of Magellin just for the infinite recursion on the, very slow, terrible AI decks.
Sheesh.
And then I built Zoo. Pure Zoo. And I'm now Platinum, and I'm now Plat 5.
So, now that you've had some time to play the game, I want to take a little bit of time. There's something that me and Skyhawk, yeah, sorry, it's late.
Yeah.
This is something that Skyhawk and myself did. Give me your good, bad, and ugly on the game. So give me 2 or 3 things that you think the game does well, 2 or 3 things that the game did really honestly poorly, and 2, 3 things that you think are kind of ugly. And you can define ugly however you want to define it. I just kind of said some things that honestly I think are going to improve in the future, but for now they're kind of ugly, which is
entirely fair.
Yeah.
So for good, first,
and it doesn't have to be 2 or 3; it can be 3 or 4, whatever. We have time.
Okay. Yeah. So first off, I'm just going to start with the actual playing experience. In duels, I love the way they did chains. It makes understanding why the chain is resolving, how it's resolving, the way even chains work, very easy to understand. Because the way it works is whenever your opponent activates a card and then it asks you get a little chain icon saying this is chain link 1. Do you have anything to activate? Cool. And then it shows you then it shows the chain itself going down. I'm like, oh, this is great.
A literal physical chain.
And then it says resolve, and it goes down and then shows you each card resolving and what each card is doing as it's resolving.
Yeah, it really is. They did a great job showing how chain links work. I mean, I've seen people on Twitter saying like, man, I understand chain links better now after playing Duel Links. I mean, after playing Master Duel for an hour or 2 than I've ever understood them.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. I love how they did this. Let's see what else. The animations for the game itself are fantastic.
Oh, by the way, keep in mind, Caleb has not listened to last week's episode in its entirety, so this is really his own genuine thoughts.
Yeah. I love the animations, and I love the cut-in animations. Now, some of the cards that have cut-in animations, I'm kind of confused on why it has a cut-in.
Oh, you mean like the big, like how when you summon Access Code Talker, it's got like a big...
Yeah, where it pops up Access Code Talker
with... It's got like a personal animation.
Yeah, with it kind of, where it's the art where it's kind of moving a little bit.
Right.
I'm like, cool, Access Code does it, Zeus does it, Dryden does it.
Shureg does it.
I'm like, this is cool. And it seems, and for the most part, I was like, okay, it's all the big boss monsters, because I've only ever seen, inboard monsters do it. I'm like, this is great. So then I picked up Madolche and I summon Chocolate, who's the Medolce boss monster, Chocolate all mode. And I'm like, cut in. No cut in. There was no cut in. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, see, the thing is, to get a cut in, the deck has to be good.
Hold on. No, hold on. You say that. So I keep going, and I make teacher. Still no cut in. Oh, keep going. And then I make Queen Tiramisu, the old boss monster. She has the cut in.
Well, she's the queen.
Fair?
The other ones are teachers and princesses. She's a queen.
Which is fair. Also,
and honestly, maybe like actually the best card in the deck.
Oh, easily. Very easily the one of the top probably 3 best rank 4s in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, non-targeting, return to up to 2 return to deck.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Anyway, like I said, the cut-ins are great. The only it seems to be a little random, just a little tad random on what cards get the cut-in and what don't. Other than that, though, I love the cut-ins. And I also love how the soundtrack changes whenever you play when one of these cards are on the field.
Yeah.
Also the soundtrack. Oh my god.
Yeah, all 5 of the songs that they have in the game are amazing.
Yeah. There's only like 5 to 6 songs. But they're all hits.
Sometimes when I'm just like feeling good, I just go play the Monarch storyline just because the music's great.
Oh yeah, no, and then then that
the woman going. Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say the opera. Oh my god, it's so
Hey,
good.
nobody clip that. If you clip that, I'm gonna find you.
Oh yeah, let's see, and that's just as far as that. As far as like the UI and how they've done some things. I also love how I can left click on a card and it pulls it up with all the text.
Oh yeah, that's L2 for those playing on.
I'm playing on PC.
Yeah.
Like so you can click on it. You just left click on a card. It pulls it up. Has all the text in big font. It's really easier to understand because the font's a little bit bigger.
No. It's easier to read.
Yeah.
It is not easy to understand Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's what I mean. It's easier to read the cards, which is great. I love how there's access. How you pretty much don't need your keyboard to play for the most part. It's just left and right click.
Yeah.
Like when it pops up, do you want to activate something in response to this? You just right click to tell it no.
Right.
Granted, there were a couple of games where I was just sitting there with my head in my palm, of one hand, my other hand, just right click.
Yeah.
No. Should I chain to this? No. But that's the issue with running DD Crow and your opponent having a spell card in their grave.
Yeah, because it's like, do you want to chain? Okay. Hey, do you want to chain now?
Yeah.
Okay.
However, I have also been on the other end of the opponent having one card in the grave, have a DD Crow in hand. That's the only hand trap I have.
Yeah.
Because I've sat there and one of the duels I had my opponent down to 1 card in hand, and every single time I did anything, because I was trying to OTK,
every time
it would then just kind of pause, and I'm like, what does he have?
What did it end up being?
It was a DD Crow.
Really?
Because then I got to Hoot Cake, activate effect to Hoot Cake, declare my target, and he DD Crow'd my target.
Big oof.
And I went, that was it?
Caleb's like, where's the access code? I mean, where's the Max C?
Wait, where's Max C? Where's the Ash? What does he have?
See, Ash can't do on everything.
But like at that point, I already activated Petting Cessor. I'd already activated Chocolate. I already activated Angeli.
Yeah, like, where's the Lancia? Where's the Droll?
Like, where's Lancia? Where's Ash? Hookah comes out, goes to him. Nothing. Okay, so it's not Lancia. What is it? Is he just waiting for me to activate Hoot Cake to Lancia me? What is it?
What are you doing?
And then D Crow's like, oh.
Yeah.
Normal summon, activate Salon, normal summon, go for game.
So give me one more good thing.
Oh, boy. The cosmetics are surprisingly cool, particularly the duel mates. At first, I didn't think I was going to like them very much. But now that I've, palled around with some of them, they've grown on me.
Yeah.
So right now I'm using the mini Borlo dragon just because he looks cool.
Oh, come on. Car is the meta. Red
Car.
car is the meta.
I actually just recently got the red car. I haven't actually had a chance to use it yet. Like before, I've used Songen. I've used the Cleafort one.
Yeah.
I've used the Car Curry barrel.
Yeah, I've seen several people using the little barrel.
He's cute. Rescue Dabbit.
Yeah, Rescue Dabbit.
Yeah.
Almost everybody uses Rescue Rabbit because I guess can't be bothered to change their dual mate.
Yeah, because it's the default dual mate. Okay. The bad. So, up to a point, their free-to-play system is great. But after all those initial gems dry up, you're looking at maybe 20 gems a week. After a point, it becomes near impossible to build anything.
I wouldn't say a week, but it's
20 gems,
rough.
maybe 20 to 30 gems a day. It gets real rough.
Yeah. You get gems for like your daily logins and stuff.
That's where those gems are coming from.
Yeah. If you string a few of them together, if you can string 5 or 6 together, you can get like 400 gems. What's hilarious is like once you get to like that 400 or 500 gems on the day like 5 or 6, when you get to like day like 7, 8, 9, it goes down. I'm pretty sure after a point you're only gonna be able to get like 10 a day, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
However,
that reminds me, I need to log in today and get my gems.
Yeah, all right. I think I did. Yeah, I did that earlier. Anyway, that's a now issue. They might change that like on when they start a new season and more story elements to the solo mode.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, and then you'll start getting more and more.
Right.
That being said, the gold pass did pay for itself already. I've already gotten back my gems for buying it from it. But that's my issues. After a point, you pretty much have to pay money. You kind of have to whale if you want to keep building decks.
Yeah, it does come to a point where I think that so much of the cost of this game is front loaded into having to get all your staples and having to get all of your hand traps.
Yeah, and so many staples are all ultra for some reason.
Well, like I said, I think it's to front load a lot of the cost of the staples, because when you really look at it, a lot of the main decks and deck cores are really honestly not that bad. Like,
yeah, it's like a bunch of normals, a bunch of rares, a couple of supers, like maybe 2 to 3 ultras.
Right, like if you look at Tri Brigade, it's all normals and rares in the main deck, and then your extra deck,
not named Shureg.
Well, yeah, if you're not except for Shureg, it's all supers. Like I think Rugal is a rare, and then Bearbrum and Ferjit are supers, and then Shureg is your only ultra. The issue is that to run Tri Brigade, you basically have to also get the ultra rares like Access Code, Appaloosa. If you want it, you have to get the Samorg Link, which is an ultra rare, stuff like that.
The F-Zero package is a super and an ultra if you're running Bird Up.
Yep.
The Bird Calls are all ultra.
No, they're supers.
Oh yeah, they're supers. Like there's something major that you need 3 copies of.
Recital is an ultra.
Yeah, Recital's an ultra. It's Zeus is an ultra.
A lot of your extra, just a lot of staples in general are ultra.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
But as far as archetypal cards, usually it's not more than like 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, usually, which isn't bad. I built Pure Zoo, and I'm only running 3 ultras in the extra. And then all my main deck ultras are all like Max C and Ash Blossom.
Yeah.
By the way, the 3 are F-Zero, Utopia Draco Future, Drident, and I'm trying to think
Zeus.
of Zeus. Okay, I'm running 4. I'm trying to think of the dude's name. The Link 3?
The Link 3.
Megaclops. Megaclops. Yeah, he's an ultra.
Yeah, Megaclops is really funny though.
Oh man, my favorite thing to do is I'll pump out the Megaclops and use this effect to get the Drident back out with the material. It's a 0/0 Drident, but I have a Drident with a pop in addition to good old I already forgot his name again. I am terrible.
Megaclops.
Yeah, Megaclops, which is hilarious, but I love it. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, after a point, the free to play gets kind of rough about letting you make new cards and building more decks. I have yet to put anything money into this, and I've already built Medolce fully and Pure Zoo fully. And I have about half the stuff for Fluffle.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like half of it. I have like 3 of the supers, then I don't have any of the other supers and ultras for the deck, which is a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But like vast majority of the main deck stuff, like all the actual Fluffle and Edge Imp monsters are all rare and common.
Right.
Let's see, another bad thing. I don't like how the secret packs go away after 24 hours.
Yeah, that's gotten me kind of upset.
Now, I can understand needing them to go away, not just, oh, I found it once, it's unlocked forever. I get that. I think it needs to be longer than 24 hours.
Yeah, like 7 days or something, honestly.
Yeah, like a week, or maybe even make it like 48 to 72 hours.
Right.
Or even make it like whenever you pull, like when you get it, it's random between 24 and 78.
Right.
That's kind of rough. I also don't like how a vast majority of the staples you can only get in the master pack, which is 6,000 cards deep.
6,750.
Yeah, there you go. Which is rough.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah, like the only staples that you can get in the other packs is Solemn Strike, which is in the Counter Fairy one,
and Solemn Judgment and Warning, I think, are there also.
Yeah, they're all in the same pack. So the entire Solemn Brigade. Solemn Warning is less important because it's a super. B, it's Solemn Warning. It's not that good anymore. Compared to Solemn Strike and Judgment, which are both ultras. And then Droplets is in the Dark Lord one, along with Lance and Chalice.
Yes.
Which is really cool. That's actually one of the best packs. Just
because you can get all of those. And
yeah, Lance, Chalice,
I think Lance is a super and Chalice is a rare.
They're both rares.
Okay.
Cause at one point I bought 10 and I walked away with like 7 copies of Lance.
Yeah.
And like 3 copies of Chalice after I'd already gotten 3 copies from a previous time I had bought packs from that.
Yeah. I pulled 2 droplets from that.
I have yet to pull a droplet.
Dude, I think droplets is short printed in that pack.
Maybe. I don't like how when you buy 10, you're not guaranteed an ultra. You're guaranteed a super. However, on the flip side, if you don't get an ultra from 10 packs, the next time you're guaranteed them. You're guaranteed to get at least 1 ultra. Another thing is that when you're opening up your packs and it has the 10 packs splayed out in front of you, some of them are like ringed in a color and I don't know what that means. And there's nowhere in the game where that's explained. And then randomly Utopic, number F0 Utopic Slash or Utopic Future, not Draco, will like be the one who cuts open the card. I'm like, what's that mean?
Yeah.
They don't explain it. Konami, explain! Explain!
Explain!
Please! I don't get it. The ugly. Max C is in the game.
That's an ugly? That's a good for me. No, it's kind of an ugly.
Yeah, no, it's rough. Like, okay, so the issue is, in my experience, because it made me stop trying to play Medolce in actual duel mode after 4 duels down at the bottom. Because I lost half of them entirely due to my opponent having Max C.
That's rough, buddy.
And Medolce is a deck that can't counter run their own Max C because if I'm going, like, let's say I'm going second and I Max C my opponent, I can't combo.
Like at all?
At all. Because I have a monster in my grave.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I would literally have to open up Hoot Cake. I have to open up. Yeah, it's rough. So whatever. So that's when I switched to Zoo, and then the Max C issue was less of a problem. Unless I didn't see my Max C, my opponent did. Then I just lost.
Right.
If my opponent hits me with a Max C, I don't have Max C, I lose. Period. Thankfully, I only ever saw Max C my opponent, and I've only ever seen my opponent see Max C and me not see it once so far.
Right.
And I lost that by a lot. Because he did it whenever I normal summon Thoroughblade. I just made a Trident and passed.
I mean, yeah.
And those 2 draws, and I know for a fact it was those 2 draws, let him OTK me. And I know this for a fact because when he OTK'd, he had 1 card left in hand.
Big oof.
And it's something he had searched earlier on.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why?
Why?
Another duel, I went first. My opponent maxed me, and I was like, oh no. I normal summon Third Blade, got maxed. I didn't have maxed, and I was like, well, I guess I lose. Well, I had Pot of Desires, man, so I was like, well, I'll Pot of Desires here and see what happens. Pot of Desires. Drew Max C. I got this. Mage Triton passed. Maxied him. My first draw off of the Max C.
Another Max
C. I got this. So then he gets another turn, and I Max C a second time. First draw, third Max C. Didn't need it.
Buddy, that's rough.
It's rough for him. Didn't need it. Anyway, let's see, what else? Ugly. I don't like how whenever I load up the game on PC, it automatically loads up windowed. This is a PC only problem, but whenever I load up the game on my computer, it always comes up windowed even though I closed it in full screen.
You're right, that's a PC only problem.
Yeah. Mr. playing on PS4.
I would just like to put this out there. I just cranked the game up so that I could get my daily gems. I know we're recording. I shouldn't be doing this while we're recording, but
multitasking, it's fine.
Right.
Also, I'm talking a lot right now. It's
it's your moment. It's your time.
Spotlight's on me for the moment.
I do want to say that they did send out a message. So on Wednesday night, the servers are going down for 6 hours. The game will be unavailable. 6 hours. And you and I both know what that means.
Possible update.
This is the first major update. There's no way they go down for 6 hours without implementing some kind of a major update.
Okay. So my whole thing is with that, with my knowledge, with my limited computer knowledge, is either it's an update or they're just what they're doing is that they're just disconnecting all their servers and then doing maintenance on them one at a time, while having them all disconnected instead of what a lot of other companies do, where they only shut down the servers that they're working on. So you're working on a server, so you shut it down. So for a game like Master Duel, what that would cause if you were to do that is, like, you might spend like 5 to 10 seconds sitting there waiting for a duel. You might start looking at 15 to 30 instead.
It doesn't seem that bad.
No, not at all. But like I said, it's either that they're shutting them all down at the same time to to do maintenance on the ones they need maintenance, a la World of Warcraft. Back when I played that game. Back when it was good. But or they're updating everything server side. If it is an update, they have to update both the server side and the client side, which is the PS4s and the computers and stuff. They have to update that version of it so that way it can link properly.
Right.
It could be something as far as the update, it could be something as simple as fixing and fine-tuning some stuff, updating the server so that way the servers know to accept it. More likely, they're adding some new cards. I'm thinking that they might actually start adding in the
Burst of Destiny stuff.
Yeah, the Burst of Destiny stuff. Which kind of sucks they're doing it now.
Now that everybody's already spent all of their initial gems.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think this could be the first major update to the game. Maybe they expand solo mode,
Yeah, maybe. Because, all but, literally the last line is literally...
Maybe this is where they separate the TCG and the OCG in game.
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. We'll know on Wednesday. When's the ban list coming out, Konami?
That's the real question here. When are we going to get a ban list?
That's my next ugly thing. It seems to me it feels like they have completely forgotten about the ban list over the excitement of them releasing Master Duel. And it hurts a little bit.
It hurts a lot of bit.
It hurts a lot of bit. I mean, because we are a week out from when the no earlier than date.
Yeah, we're a week past it.
Yeah, like when this goes live, we'll be like
a week and a day past it.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
And to be fair, The ban list could come out like a couple of hours after this goes live.
Fair, yeah, it could come out. It could come out while we're recording.
No, it won't do that because
Fair enough.
It's
Usually
business hours.
Yeah, it's usually between
like 11 and 1 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, usually.
So it would come out a couple of hours. So realistically, if you're listening to this first thing in the morning and you see the ban list come out, check back like a couple of hours later because you could get 2 episodes today.
Very possibly. Yeah, that's about my opinions on the game so far. I'm definitely my biggest thing right now with the game is it's great, but it's long term. Like, in order for it to continue to be this good, they're gonna have to add in.
I mean, they might add in a boatload of new achievements too, to where you can get a bunch more gems.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, they're gonna have to like.
I mean, that might be coming in the new update.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like in order for the game to continue being good, they're gonna have to revamp and add in more ways to get gems outside of just buying them. Because after a point, that's the only way to get them. So they're gonna have to do that. If they do that and they continue to do that, I think this game has the capability of going very long term.
Oh, it's gonna go very long term no matter what.
Yeah, but I'm talking like even longer than it probably has any right to.
Yeah.
Again, if they keep giving people easy free ways to get gems outside of buying packs.
Right.
Well, outside of paying for it, and then because that's how you get the dust, blah 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 blah. The crafting system. I forgot to mention the crafting system. Good. I kind of wish they gave you more dust when you disassembled, like just a little bit.
Right.
You know, like maybe 15 for regulars, like 20 for the
glossy finish,
and then continue with a 30 for the royal finish.
Right.
Something like that.
Let's go ahead and get into the podcast question today.
Yeah, boy.
So we had the last podcast question today. What is your pregame ritual? So this is like that one thing that you do before tournaments or even like casual play that gets you kind of like the right mindset or calm you down. I wear a wristband. Is there anything that you do, Caleb?
I like to just kind of recite mantras, whatever it is for the day. Drink water.
He recites his mantra, which is his memorized list of small world path lines in Medolce. He just recites it to himself over and over. It's like an hour long. He starts like 4 o'clock in the morning and just starts reciting. I go into Saravius.
Hey, no. It's not at 4 a.m., sir. It is at 6:30 a.m. It has to be at 6:30 a.m. on the dot.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, 6:30. That doesn't seem too bad. So, we got some good replies to this. I've never thought about it. For serious tournaments, I listen to music from when I submit my deck list until I sit down, so maybe that counts. Always make sure I fanned my deck out to look at my cards, not actually making sure everything's there. Just looking at my cards, organizing them, helps me sort my thoughts. That's a good one. I always look through my whole deck one time before I play anywhere. Just reminding myself that these are my cards and I can win with them regardless of who I'm playing. That is true, unless you're playing a DM deck from 2003. Then you can't win with them anywhere.
You're almost in Torike. Let's go!
Yeah. I blast music and run practice hands. Guardians require you to see into the future to play properly, so I have to prepare my clairvoyance.
Fair.
Shuffle my deck, do test hands, and reread the texts of my cards, making sure I know when and where to activate these set effects. Honestly, watch combo vids and play test hands with friends to make sure that I understand what the deck's main purpose is and its matchups against certain decks. I listen to music before big tournaments, but for locals, it's always make sure I grab the right deck box. True. Sit in the corner of the card shop by myself and talk to no one. Come on, Jiggies, you gotta get out there. You gotta put yourself out there. Gotta put yourself out there.
Unless you're just kind of in the corner meditating, contemplating your center within the earth itself. So that way you can use the full force of the earth to blast scrubs.
Quality CBT.
Elements of Hero Terra Firma. That's the dude I was thinking of.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Shuffling my deck, opening test hands, counting cards. Hey, this is before a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, not before you go to the casino. Take a shot of tequila. Whoa. Calm down. I wash my hands between rounds.
That's just smart. It's what I do.
Yeah, that's just smart.
Well, I don't wash. I Germex, but same thing.
Right. From the Discord server, and I only did it a few hours late here. We're good. Here, we only got one reply in the Discord server. This was not our most replied to question ever. I do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and 100 squats, followed by a 10-kilometer run. Then finish it off with a bottle of ice-chilled Jägermeister and a case of Red Bull. Woo! Oh boy, you're just running.
Got that One Punch Man workout into being able to hear color and see sound.
Yeah, for real.
Did you see that one episode of Futurama where Fry drunk 100 cups of coffee?
Yeah,
that.
And it's just like the squirrel from what's that movie with where they
Hoodwinked.
No. No, it's the movie where they have all of the animals, where they build a subdivision around where they live while they're all hibernating, and they wake up and there's just a subdivision all of a sudden, and it's like a bear and a raccoon and a turtle.
I don't remember.
And the squirrel drinks an energy drink, and he's like, the world is just still, and he's going so fast. It's not open season. It's a different dumb early, like mid 2000s animation movie.
I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, so if you know what movie I'm talking about, where the raccoon and the turtle and all of the like skunks and the possums and stuff have to steal all the food out of the houses in the subdivision. If you know what movie I'm talking about.
Wait, was there a turtle?
I just 3 times I said a turtle.
Okay, I know what movie, but I can't tell you the name. Like I don't remember the name.
Exactly. And there's like specifically this one kind of like chip that raccoon has to get. I remember what it was. The raccoon accidentally destroyed a bear's like storage of snacks for hibernation.
Oh my god.
And he's got to replace all the snacks.
Yeah.
And he becomes one of the group.
Yeah.
I don't remember
the name of it, but I'm remembering.
I played the video game for that game was great, by the way. I mean, the video game for that movie was great.
Wasn't as good as the Shrek 2 game, I can guarantee you that.
I haven't played the Shrek 2 game. Now I feel like I need to. All right. Today's podcast question of the day is, what deck are you building in Master Duel? So be sure to answer that podcast question today in our Discord server or on our Twitter page. And in the meantime, thank you all so much for listening to today's episode of the podcast. Again, you can find links to our Patreon, our Discord, our Twitter, ETB Games, our TCG Player affiliate link. All of that is in the description down below, as well as a link to Team Dark Arm Dealings. They are our sister channel on YouTube. Be sure to check them out. And if you have anything that you want to tell us, you can tell it to us either on Twitter or on the Discord server, or leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We haven't had any in quite a while. I'm getting kind of lonely. I'm wondering if people even love us anymore. It's just kidding. I know you all love us so much, but we really want you to show it by leaving that review. So thank you all so much again for listening to today's episode of the podcast, and we will catch you in the next one.
Take care, everybody.
Praying for a ban list.
Please.
Praying for a ban list.